Full-time score, Manchester City 1, Man United 2. Wow. That's all I have to say. Wow. Like, ladies and gentlemen, it is incomprehensible to think that United was going to get anything out of this game up until the 8th minute. It didn't feel like that until the 85th, 84th minute when the penalty was awarded. There were shouts for penalties early on. I want to talk about the stats in this game, talk about what I was thinking throughout my watch along, and what could be one of the most shocking victories in a Manchester derby in a long time, given the context, given the way that the game was going the whole time, and what's resulted at the end of this. City now winless in 11. 1 win in 11 matches in all competitions for Manchester City. This is, God, I don't even know what loss in that run. They've had plenty of losses and draws, but in this run, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th loss in this run. So it's not like they're drawing a bunch either. They're outright losing a lot of games. 8 losses in 11. This their 8th at home at the Etihad against Man United. And let's just go through the tail of the tape, right? Going into this match, the lineups looked something like this. City with Ederson, Walker, Dias, Guardiola, Gundogan, Nunez, Silva, De Bruyne, Foden, Doku, and Haaland. Fairly strong outfit that they're just typically known for, some kind of iteration of that. For Man United, it was a very different look. It was Onana, De Ligt, Maguire, Martinez, Mazraoui, Fernandes, Ugarte, Diallo, Mount, Amad, and Højlund. Ruben Amorim has spoke about how Mason Mount's an important player in his system, how he wants to keep him in the system, how he's going to be a key piece to build around. Mason Mount ends up getting injured at a certain point. I believe it was the 14th minute. So very early on, he gets injured. It kind of paints the whole rest of the first half with this kind of tinge feeling of that's probably that for the match, eh? Because Rashford, Garnacho, not even on the bench for this one. From there, we end up seeing Joško Gvardiol get a goal in the 36th minute. And if we're looking at the stats, if we look at the momentum for the first half, where's the momentum? Facts. First half was almost all City. Literally almost all City, besides a little bit at the end of the first half from the 39th minute onward. The second half, though, was basically all United. United piled bodies forward as much as they could. There was a penalty shout on Højlund where Dias kind of scissor tackled him. It wasn't given. I thought in the moment that probably should be a pen. Then I had conflicting feelings. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. I just feel like if you're going to make contact in the box and you're not going to get the ball, it's always a pen. Beyond that, Man United, my thoughts on them. Let's just kind of dissect some of these stats quickly. 52% possession to City to United's 48%. 0.91 XG for City, which was basically the XG after the first half, which, Gvardiol goal didn't, it's become more frequently recently, but you don't want a Gvardiol goal to be the main thing every single week in, week out. That's deciding games for you. Since the half, their XG really didn't get much higher. 10 total shots for both sides. 3 big chances for United. 0 for City, according to FootMob. Really, I feel like the key here is this to focus on for City is this aging skeleton, right? You have Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, Walker, Bernardo Silva all starting, right? You combine all their ages, right? And I don't even know how. Yeah, you combine all their ages, and that's well over 120 years just for 4 players, almost 150-year-old person amongst the 4 of them. Walker, he's kind of just like in this, like he should have been sent off. The headbutt dive with Hoyland, that was stupid. But he's just kind of lost it a bit in terms of like the poise at the back. Like he's still fast, still physical, but he kind of like just doesn't like have the proper technical skill set to play at that high of a level anymore. It feels like Mateus Nunes played terrible today. De Bruyne was anonymous. His cross, I guess, for the Guardiola goal was cool, but like it wasn't like, you know, it's not like the De Bruyne of old is gone. This is now De Bruyne. He's what, 33, 34, 33, about to be 34. He's gone. And what's worse is you replace somebody like that, you know, you say replace, I don't know, maybe you replace De Bruyne like in the 68th minute with Kovacic. Kovacic is like 29, 30, bro. Like he's not a spring chicken. He's a player who's honestly better off not being even around the squad. If we're being honest, like, because when the quality drop off from Ilkay Gundogan and Kovacic and De Bruyne is Mateus Nunes, you need players that around Mateus Nunes' age that are far better than that. And it's just not going to work. Like players like Nunes, players like Doku, Ruben Dias had a stinker. He's supposed to be a leader. Ederson on the last goal totally just sold City too. So honestly, with all that considered, I don't really know what to make of City anymore. Let's see how the table looks just to kind of wrap things up here. 5th place, they're outside the Champions League spots officially. 27 points, 16 matches played. Bournemouth with a win could leapfrog City into 27th. With the from 24 points to 27 points, leapfrogging them from 7th to 5th, I should say. So even Brentford could, if they get a win here against Chelsea, tighten things up, be a point away from City. Right now, the gap from 12th, which is 22 points, Man United, to 5th is 5 points. City have 27 and 5th, United with 12, and 12th with 22 points. That gap is nearly double to the top of the table. Liverpool have a 9-point lead, a match in hand, which should Liverpool win, would make that a 12-point lead at the top to City. Obviously, Chelsea currently 5 points away from Liverpool with the same amount of matches played. Chelsea is about to play in a few minutes, 20 minutes or so. I don't think I'm going to be able to go live for that one, sadly, but should there be a shock result, I'll post my match reaction, or even if they do win and if it's like a notable match to talk about, I'll post my match reaction after that. But even if Chelsea do win against Brentford today, that cuts the lead at the top between 1st and 2nd, which is Chelsea in this instance, to 2 with a game in hand for Liverpool, which should they win would restore the lead to 5, which it is right now. But if Liverpool win, Brentford win, if Liverpool win their game in hand, that is, the lead would be 8. So it's starting to really form the league table, and the gaps are starting to open up. Shout out to Nottingham Forest, who are in the Champions League spots for at least the weekend. Huge accomplishment for them. And yeah, all in all, a crazy game that I don't think many of us expected. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed my commentary. Let me know what you think about the match. What's next for Pep? 1 win in 11, 8 losses in 11 in all comps. Let me know what you think about all that. City, United, Amad Diallo, Bruno Fernandes with the goals, Guardiola with the goal for City, 2nd highest score for City. That in and of itself is a problem. Like, what does that mean for City? What, like, if Haaland's not scoring, the most likely person scores Guardiola? Like, that's awful. And that's usually a sign of a struggling midfield and offense. So let me know what you think. Subscribe if you're new. Like if you enjoyed. More videos on the way. Sideline Sedo here. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace.